Hey you guys, welcome back. If you're new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and in today's video I'm going to talk all about the makeup that went with me to Myrtle Beach. This is going to be the carrying case that I put all of my makeup in. It was overflowing. I packed way too much shit as per usual, so I took out everything that I didn't even touch while I was there, and we're only going to talk about all the products that I actually used while I was on vacation. So if you guys like these types of videos, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button or down. Let me know what you guys like to see, and let's just jump right in and let's do this. Okay, so the first thing that we'll talk about is the bag that I have. I believe this is called the Weekender bag. I got this from Sephora, I think like 2 years ago at the VIB sale. I know this was a limited edition print, but I want to say that they restock this bag all the time with just different prints on it. So if you are into this bag, I really like it. It's not my like all-time favorite because I feel like I pack too much stuff because it fits a lot of makeup. But I feel like it's a really nice cosmetics bag, so I've just been using it. But I just noticed on their website they do have one. It's like the one of the bags that I want. It's like where it kind of opens up and all of your makeup just kind of sits right in it, and then you could just like tighten a string and it closes everything up. That's like my ideal bag, but as for now, this is the bag that I've been using and I do really like it. So now we'll get into all of the products that I use. So the first thing we'll do is open up the top of the bag. So this is where all of like my lip products, I have some lashes and stuff in here, so we'll go through all this stuff because I did use a lot of this while I was there. So I have a few lip liners, but we could take these out because I didn't use any of these. So I didn't really do colorful lips like I was expecting while I was there. So the main lip liner that I use will actually be in the under part of my bag. So I packed a clip for one just to kind of hold my hair back when I'm doing my makeup, and then we'll get into glosses. So I brought 3 glosses, at least these are the 3 that are up here. The first one is going to be the Marc Jacobs Sugar Enamored High Shine Lip Gloss, I think these are called. These are some of my favorite lip glosses and I really love the tone of this one. So I'll give you guys just we'll do some swatches today. So that's what this lip gloss looks like. I do really like this. I don't use it all the time, but it's one of my favorites. And then the other one that I brought was the Super Juicies with Vitamin E lip gloss from Femme Couture. This is such a beautiful lip gloss. I hate the packaging. I've talked about it in my video. It was like the best from Sally Beauty, like underrated makeup from Sally Beauty. I'll link that video in the corner right now. But this is the shade Champagne. It's going to be this one right here. One of my favorite glosses. They smell so good. They smell like cupcakes or vanilla frosting. Smell so good. This is my probably all-time favorite lip gloss though. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I really love this one because it's so hydrating on the lips. Like, it's like my lip balm and lip gloss in one. So I do really love this, and I feel like it's so universal. Like, the shade on it is perfect. It's going to be this one right here. As you can see, they're all super glossy. I love all of these. So these are the ones that I use, and I always wear glosses. Even if I'm not wearing any makeup, I'll just throw a gloss on. I really love every one of those. So those are the lip glosses that I got so far. And then the next thing that will be on top are these lashes. So I brought my Ardell Faux Mink 811 lashes, and I also brought my House of Lashes Featherette lashes. They're not in here, they're actually in my House of Lashes lash story. So I brought both of these lashes, and then I brought lash glue. This is the Esquido Companion Eyelash Glue. You get this off of Amazon for like 10 bucks. I do really like that. And then we have a brow gel. I have like this kind of like all over the place, so we're gonna kind of jump all over. So then I brought my brow gel. This is the Browgal by Tanya Crooks Clear Brow Gel. Love this stuff. This is like hairspray for your brows. I love this brow gel. It's one of my favorites. And then we also brought a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, the mini size. I love this mascara. So that's basically what I'm going to tell you guys, is I basically love everything in here. But when we get into the bigger part, a lot of this stuff is some of the things that I've been trying out to let you guys know what I think of them. So we'll get into more of that kind of stuff in a few minutes. So that is going to be everything for the top. You can fit like brushes and stuff in here. I just kind of throw like lashes and stuff as the biggest thing that I put on top. So that will be the top compartment, and then we'll get into the bottom compartment. It was where all of my big stuff is. So we have a large compartment down here where I fit all of my eyeshadow palettes and everything, and then we have a little zipper right here where I put like all my eyeliners and stuff like that. So we'll start with the little zipper aspect. So we'll start with like liners, lip liners, and stuff like that. So the first thing is, oh, we have another mascara. I brought the Ciate London Wonder Wand mascara. I've been loving this mascara so much. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but I don't know, they are a little bit different. I like the formula of this one a lot, so I wanted to bring a couple different minis. And then I also brought some eyeliners. So I brought most of my liners from ColourPop because ever since I got these colored liners, I've been obsessed with them. So I brought literally every single color that I have in these. So these are all my ColourPop liners. I also brought my Marc Jacobs brownie eyeliner. I think I brought like 3 other ones, but this is the one that I used while I was there. And then I also brought my Ardency and Monster liner. This is my favorite black liner. So these are all the eyeliners that I actually used while I was there. And then I also have a lip liner up here. This is the, what is this? The Makeup Forever Aqua Lip in the shade, I don't even know what shade this is, 14C. You can see it's down to like very bare minimum, so I love this lip liner. I know I also brought my NYX, what is this, the Peekaboo lip liner. This was the other one that I brought with me. I used this today, so that's not why it's not in the bag. So that is everything for my lip liners that I brought that I actually used. And then another brow product that I brought was the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. This was like the brow product that I used if I wanted my brows done really quickly. This was what I went for. And then I also brought my Anastasia Brow Wiz. That's what I used today, so it's not in my bag. So those are the 2 brow products that I used. Love those. Yeah, that's basically it. And then the last thing I had in my zipper part was some eye drops. These are what I use before I film, before I do anything, before I do any makeup. These are what go in my eyes. These are the Roto Ice eye drops. I've talked about these before on my channel. I love these. So if you want your eyes to look bright white before you do your makeup, those are what I highly recommend. They are hella intense though, so just be mindful of that when you're using them. But that's everything that was in my zipper compartment, and now we'll get into all of the bigger stuff. So the first thing is going to be what's on my eyes today, and this is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. This palette is so freaking beautiful. Like, as you can see, like, look at them eyeballs right now. I brought this because, one, I wanted to test it out, and I knew I would want some colorful eyeshadows while I was on vacation, so I've been loving this. I think it's a beautiful eyeshadow palette, and for $18, it is a steal. Highly recommend this palette. I've been really loving this so far. And then the next thing on top will be the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer. This is like my go-to contour. I'm finding now though, like, let me know if you guys are having the same problem. I think this breaks me out. Let me know if you guys have that problem. I just notice every time I use this, I get pimples like crazy right in my jawline. Let me know if you guys have this, but they did just, I think, restock it. I don't know if it's still available. This is like my perfect neutral bronzer. I love this for contouring, so this was the one that I brought with me because I know I love it. I think it's a beautiful contour shade, so I wanted to obviously bring that because that's what I needed. So the next thing will be the KKW times Mario eyeshadow palette. I used this a lot while I was there because I really just wanted to test it out for you guys to let you guys know what I think about it. I will be doing a separate video if you guys want to see that, just on my thoughts and opinions and if I think it's worth it or not. So I brought this with me to test it out. And then the next thing that I brought, if Becca Cosmetics ever sees this video, you guys really need to bring back, not just this one, but like, you need to bring back more palettes like this. So I brought my Becca and Jaclyn Hill face palette. I know you can't get this anymore. People are going to be pissed for me even showing this, but I just love the concept of this. I love how they have 2 of the highlighters and then 3 of the blushes. Becca powders are some of my favorite. Between Becca and Hourglass, they are like my holy grail for powders. For this one, it has Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop, and then it's got 3 blushes. I think these were all limited edition. So I would love to see more face palettes come from Becca because I just love these. They do so well on my problematic skin and they don't emphasize texture on me or anything. And the packaging on this, like, this was such a good product from Becca. So I really do love this. I would love to see them come out with more of these, and I'm sorry for mentioning this because I know you can't get it anymore, but I love it. So that travels with me almost every single time because it has my blushes and highlights all in one. And I'm actually wearing Champagne Pop on my skin today, and I think I'm wearing Songbird as my blush today from Becca as well. So you guys can see like how nice my skin looks and how well they perform on my skin. I love Becca products, so that's why I always bring that with me when I travel. So the next thing is going to be a bronzer. I brought my Hourglass bronzer. This is in the shade Luminous Bronze Light. Holy grail bronzer. If I had to get rid of all of my bronzers in my collection, this would be the one that I would pick. Do you guys want to see me do like a pick one tag, I think it's called? It's like you go through your entire collection and you just basically explain if you were to get rid of your entire collection and only could pick one in each category. Do you guys want to see that? Let me know. I was planning on filming that today, so I probably will, but let me know if you guys want to see it because I will upload it if you guys do. But I want to kind of break it down into like a drugstore and high-end because I feel like I will automatically be drawn to high-end if I only had to pick one, so I feel like I want to do it in like 2 separate ones. Like, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, back to the bronzer. This is Holy Grail bronzer. I love the way that it looks on my skin. I didn't use it today for like the first time ever. This is just my overall perfect bronzer. I think it's very universal. I've used that on so many clients as well, and it's just a very universal powder. So love this. Bring it with me everywhere I go. So yeah, Love that bronzer. You guys already know that by now. The next thing is going to be a highlight. I could not travel and not bring this with me. So this is the Hourglass Ambient Metallic Strobing Palette, I think it's called. This is what it looks like. Love the packaging on it. Oh, I had it the right way initially. I brought this with me because I wasn't sure really how tan I was going to get while I was down there. If you guys seen my videos before, you guys see I'm significantly darker than what I was before I went down there. So I brought this because I wanted a mixture. That way if I got a tan while I was down there, I had some room to play with, you know what I mean? So that's why I brought this. It's one of my favorite palettes that I have in my collection and one of my favorite highlighters I have. So had to bring this with me. That's basically how I look at how I pack for when I travel, is either products that I'm using to test out for you guys or just my holy grails. So that is the highlight palette that I brought. And then I'll just talk about the last product that I brought from Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Powder in Luminous Light. This is just the powder that I use if I want like a lit from within type of look. It's just like a topper for me. I put it on top of everything and it just makes me look youthful, makes my skin look really nice. And I always tell people, I'm like, it legit looks like an angel just came and kissed your face. Like, it is such a beautiful powder. I love this. So I just brought this as like my all over face powder. I use it as a topper powder though. Like, I don't set my entire face with this. I set my entire face and then I will dust this all over my face just to give me a very youthful looking skin complexion. So love this powder. Love Hourglass powders, period. So yeah, we're done with Hourglass for now. Okay, so the next thing will be the setting powder that I brought. This is the RCMA No Color Powder. You will see that it's in like a mini Laura Mercier packaging though. I hate the packaging on the RCMA No Color Powder, but this made it really practical for me to bring it with me, so I just brought this one. And I've been really loving the RCMA powder, but until I got the Hourglass powder, like, that is so fucking good. That's what's on my skin right now, is the Hourglass powder. That's like taken over all of my powder since I got it. So this is the one that I brought because I didn't have that one yet, but I also do really love this powder if I want to look more matte. So I do really love this. So yeah, that's the powder that I brought. Next thing will be another eye product. This is the Ideal Duo Loose Pigment and Primer in the shade Disco. This is actually what I wore on my birthday. I just wore it right on my lid. I brought this with me because I think these are absolutely stunning, and I knew that we were going to like go out and turn up for my birthday, so I really wanted to have a nice pop-in eyeshadow. So I brought this one. I did bring Shell as well, but this is the one that I chose for my birthday. So I just brought this because I did want a little bit more of a pop for my eyes for my birthday. So that's why I brought that. And then we'll get into foundation. So I brought a couple foundations, but these were the only two that I used. So I used the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible and also the Too Faced Born This Way. I need to get a new one of these though, because when I wore this, I wasn't loving it like I used to, but I feel like my like taste in complexion products is changing. Like, I love how my skin looks right now. This is the Lancome Skin Feels Good. Like, I don't know if it's considered a foundation or like a BB cream, but this is what it is. Oh, it's a skin tint. So this is a really beautiful product. I brought this with me as well, but I wasn't this dark until now. So this really works well for me for summertime. I haven't worn it for a long period of time yet, but I just wanted to mention I did bring that, but I didn't wear it. But these two were the ones that I wore. Too Faced Born This Way, if you're familiar with my channel, you know I love this. It's very skin-like. It's just a really nice coverage for me. It gives me nice medium coverage. This is what I wore on my birthday because I knew I was going to be dancing. I knew I was going to be sweaty, so I wanted something that was going to last through that. And it still did, but I felt like it wasn't as nice on my skin as I remember it being. So I feel like I need to get a new one of these because I'm down to like the last bit of it. So I think it's just old. So I do want to try this again. So I will keep you guys posted if my thoughts have changed on it, because I feel like my like taste in products is changing so much. I'll keep you guys posted on that. So next thing that I'll talk about are concealers. I brought two with me, and I did it mostly to test them out, but then I ended up falling in love with these. First one is going to be the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Just be careful with this because when you do swatch this, it first applies really light. You guys will see right there, like it looks super light right there, but I'll let it sit for a minute on my skin and you will see that it does change in color. And then the other one I'll talk about while this is drying is the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. I love this concealer. I'm like a toss-up between these two. I feel like this one has more coverage, but this one looks so nice on my eyes. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. It does my under eyes like so many favors. It doesn't accent my lines or anything like that, and if anything, I feel like my under eyes look more youthful when I wear this. So you guys will see right here, we'll go back to this concealer real quick. You can see that it looks a little bit darker, and then I'll swatch it fresh right next to it so you guys can see the difference. So this is it freshly swatched, and then this is what it looks like after it starts drying. So it does oxidize a little bit, so just be mindful of that, but it doesn't oxidize all day. I feel like when it dries down, it's a perfect concealer for me, but if I were to pick between these two, I think I would pick this one just because it does really well on my under eyes. So love both of these, but if I were to pick one, it would be the Sephora one. So those are the two concealers that I brought with me, and then we'll move on to primer. So the primer that I wore while I was there is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. This is like my new favorite primer. I love this primer. It does so well for my large pores and my texture. So this is the one that I chose, and I feel like this is genuinely the best drugstore primer I have ever used in my entire life. So highly recommend that. Love it. So that's why I brought that. We'll move on to like liquid illuminators. So the first one that I brought was the Temp 2 x BoxyCharm Liquid Glow. I used this all over my body and it looked so beautiful. So I brought this because of that, and I used that like every single day whether I wore makeup or not. And then the other one that I brought was the Sephora Radiant Luminizing Drops in the shade Morning Light. I bought this initially because Luster Lux or at Katie, she was raving about these and they are so beautiful. I'll give you guys a swatch of this one. It's not really practical packaging, but for a liquid illuminator, it is so beautiful. It's so natural looking on the skin. I just love the way that this looks on my cheekbone area. So that's why I brought this, and then this one is the one I focus mostly on my body, just because I really like the packaging for just like placing it on your body and then you can just rub it in. So I really do like this. I feel like this one could be used all over the body too, but I just like the tone of this one better for my body. Those are the liquid illuminators that I brought, and then we'll move on to more lip products. Oh, here's the Peekaboo liner that I brought with me. And I also have another lash adhesive. I brought the Kiss one as well, but the one that I used the most was the Esquido one. And then the last two things in here are going to be lip products. We have the Buxom Vava Plump Shiny Liquid Lipstick in Come to Dolly. I've been so obsessed with the formula of these. I brought all three of the shades that I have, but this is the one that I wore while I was there, and I just love these because it's going to be this one right here. I love these because they last like a liquid lipstick, but they're shiny like a lip gloss. That is so up my alley. I just love this lip product. I love all of them, and this is just the one that I wore the most. I was surprised that I didn't wear the shade Paradise Found while I was there, but I just felt like I didn't really wear makeup a lot while I was there. So when I did, it was kind of like I had a specific look I was going for, and it just went with like a nude lip as per usual. So the other nude lip that I brought with me was the NARS Audacious Lipstick in the shade Anita. This is what's on my lips right now, and I think it's beautiful. I love these, and I don't know why I always thought this shade was Anna, but this is the one I'm wearing right now. I think it's a beautiful nude. It's like a peachy nude. It's just perfect. I love it. I'm so happy I got it in the limited edition packaging, but I do believe that this is a permanent shade in their Audacious line, and these lipsticks are literally the most beautiful formula lipstick that I've ever put on my lips. So I love those. I love everything that I brought with me, and I will keep you guys posted on some of the products that I was reviewing while I was there. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do like this video, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel before you guys leave, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Peace!